Hi everyone, Lynn's here. I'm just jumping in before the episode starts to let you know that this isn't a usual episode of Dystopian Simulation Radio that we would normally release on Main. This is actually a Patreon episode, which we call Boner Episodes. Chris and I have been a little bit busy recently, so we haven't had time to record our main episode, but we hope our gracious Patreons will be happy to share this one with everybody on Main. So this is a little sample of what we release on Patreon, or what we try to release on Patreon monthly, and we hope you enjoy it. It's a funny one. Oh yeah, we would also like to say a very happy birthday to Septembrio, who does the intro for a podcast, our new intro that we've been using for a while now. So yeah, happy birthday, Mikey. Have a good one and enjoy the episode, everybody.
Hello everybody and welcome to this Brucey bonus edition of Dystopian.
Yeah, I'm doing good, Chris. I'm sweating to death. Had a sun lolly. You know the drill. How are you?
I'm all good. We've just wrapped up recording our episode about the two gentlemen in Brazil who turned up missing. How do you think that went?
Well, they turned up dead, Chris.
Yeah, we can't turn up missing, can you? I turned up missing and I was killed to death.
I woke up dead.
Super
I love this
Nintendo
intro.
traumas.
Yes, we have just finished recording the Lead Masks mystery. And indeed, it is a mystery. Let us know what you think happened. That was mind-bending. Yeah. Thankfully, I haven't turned up missing. I've turned up found. How are you?
Yes, I'm good. I'm good. I'm just struggling to get my words out today.
Too hot for you, is it?
Yes. And actually, that's a nice little segue. Speaking of too hot,
Okay.
Linz,
Yes.
trust me here. I'm going somewhere with this, okay?
Okay, is it too cool? Because the first thing I thought was Scotty Too Hottie.
It's not, unfortunately.
Oh, God damn it.
It's not
Okay.
Rikishi and Scotty Too Hottie and Brian Christopher. No. Where do you think, if you were into this sort of thing, and I'm not saying that you are,
Mm-hmm.
but where do you think would be the sort of ultimate trump card in terms of nobody can beat that one in terms of places that somebody could have sex?
What?
What?
Okay.
Like, some people are into that kind of adventurous stuff. They might, do it in public, or they might want to do it like, on an aeroplane. That's the classic one, the Mile High Club.
Ew. Definitely not an airplane. That's disgusting. I'm going to say, oh my God, this is not what I think, but why was the catacombs the first thing to come to mind? No,
Fair enough.
That's not what I think. Okay, like a really old cemetery that, I don't know, Chris, this is really perverted. What's your answer?
Well, I know what the answer is.
Well, what is your answer?
It's
Since
not
you
what my
asked
answer is.
me?
I know what the actual answer is to this, but I'm just wondering.
A bowl of ramen. By the way, Chris and I changed each other's names in our chat. And what was mine?
It was Jerry Only's bold spot.
Yes, yours is a weeb, which is why I said bowl of ramen. Anyways, Chris, since you're not gonna give up the info,
I am. I'm just.
you're not gonna give up your personal answer.
I don't think a cemetery is particularly like
in the moonlight.
I think if you were running in those circles, a cemetery would be like, no, yeah, we've all been there on Halloween.
I don't know. You put me on the spot, all right? All right, give me the real answer.
Okay,
because you're not going to give up yours.
How about the moon?
That sounds like your answer. Okay, yeah. Okay, that's way better than mine.
Do you
Yeah.
think anybody could beat that one? I think it's pretty out there,
Maybe
literally.
like the Sphinx.
Sorry?
The Sphinx. Like the statue.
Oh, thank you for clarifying. Yeah,
Not like a cat.
it'd be kind of hard to balance on, but sure. But the moon, pretty difficult. Not many people have been there, so you've got a limited pool of people who could possibly have had Rumpy Pumpy on the
Don't call
lunar
it Rumpy.
surface.
You're such a freak, honestly. Also, you'd need like a double spacesuit, wouldn't you?
Well, you'd need interlocking spacesuits, I guess.
That's TMI from you.
You'd need ones. You'd need ones that had like a docking mechanism.
That wouldn't help. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we're
What
gonna
if
have to edit so
what
much from this.
what if I told you? I'm not editing a single thing. What
Fuck.
if I told you that there was someone or two people, I suppose, who did have sex on the moon?
Is it Jeffrey Bezos?
You know what? I nearly referenced that when his name came up in the other one. That's the first thing I thought of his name, and I was like, "Oh wow, that just took me back to like COVID times."
Yep.
Yeah. No. So I'll tell you the little story about what happened today. But
This didn't actually happen,
this
did it?
did happen. This did happen,
Fuck.
right?
Okay.
But here's where it
Oh.
gets interesting. So here's the little piece of the puzzle that I'd like you to work out. So two people did have relations on the moon, but not on the moon.
Wait, say it
So
again.
two people had sex on the moon, yet not on the moon. So this is like one of those like conundrums. How does one have sex on the moon whilst not on the moon?
Okay, they either, and I don't know if this is possible, from a little shuttle, they projected themselves doing like a movie that they made, or they just like reconstructed the moon in like a little studio and just did
Uh,
that.
so you think that it wasn't the actual moon, it was like a Stanley Kubrick set
Yeah, or like a projection, or like
projection. Oh, so or like they projected themselves
I don't know
doing
if
it
that's
onto the
possible.
moon.
Yeah, like from a little ship. Or
Interesting.
the moon. Is there something else called the moon? There's a place called the moon that isn't the moon,
That would be, but it
right?
is nothing. There's nothing as contrived as that. They did actually have sex on the moon.
How?
Well,
Really slowly.
let me tell you, this happened in 2002.
I
So
feel like I would have heard about that.
you think you would have, but it did happen. So this wasn't actually on the moon. This involves the theft of a sizable amount of lunar rocks from a NASA facility and then throwing them down on a hotel bed and going to town.
Ouch.
Mm. So these particular moon rocks were collected by Apollo astronauts and were amongst the most valuable substances locked up in NASA. Back in July 2002, a NASA intern decided to steal some moon rocks to quote unquote have sex on the moon.
My neighbor stole slates to rebuild his entire roof. It's kind of like that.
Yeah.
He was topless when he put it up there.
Well, I don't know if this is any relation, but this gentleman is called Thad Roberts.
Ooh, nice name.
Mm. And he was a promising intern at NASA, and he once hoped to be the first man on Mars. However, that dream was put aside after he noticed a sizable quantity of moon rocks being capped at NASA's lunar lab in Houston, Texas, in
This is
somewhat
hilarious.
insecure conditions. Roberts came up with a plan to steal 101 grams of moon rock, which were valued at, this is according to, by the way, timesnownews.com, they were
Uh-huh.
valued at $21 million.
Fuck.
Yes, that is what happened next.
You have to, don't
Yeah.
you?
So that he could literally give his girlfriend the moon. He wanted to lay the lunar samples out on a bed and again, quote unquote, have sex on the moon.
Like a Premier Inn.
Yeah. He even managed to get in touch with Belgian amateur mineralogists who expressed interest in buying some of the rocks. Those Belgians always stealing our moon rocks. Roberts and his girlfriend Tiffany Fowler, what a name, and their accomplice Shay Shaw, who were all, this is important, all of them were NASA interns, used their
Okay.
official IDs to enter the building on the night of the crime. When they reached the safe, Roberts realized that the rocks were as insecure as he thought. He believed the combination to the safe was written on a tag tied to the handle. However, on the night of one of the most audacious heists in history, Roberts and his friend found that the tag contained a cryptic reminder of the code. So much like a Resident Evil game, they had to go and
Yeah.
they had to go and find the clues and come back again. So the NASA interns who couldn't back off after coming this far decided that what they would do would be carry the whole safe out of the building and drove to a motel where they managed to open the safe with a power saw.
Jesus
Roberts and his
Christ.
girlfriend then scattered the moon rocks on the bed, presumably asked their accomplice Shay Shaw, Can you like go for like an hour?"
Maybe he had a camera, like, to
Yeah,
just, like,
yeah, maybe.
yeah, he needs to, no one will believe them, so they have to record it.
And then they proceeded to have full sex on top of them.
Full.
Full. According to the FBI's report on the Moonrock caper, the young thieves did more than just try to sell off a selection of lunar samples worth as much as 21 million. In the process, they also contaminated them, making them virtually useless to the scientific community. They also destroyed 3 decades worth of handwritten research notes made by a NASA scientist that had been locked in the safe.
Damn! Like, what? Okay, I thought it was funny, but then it just kinda got a little bit dark, didn't it? That is honest, oh my gosh. Okay.
While all this was going on, Thad Roberts, using the alias Orb Robinson, had negotiated the sale of rocks with the Belgian mineralogist for prices ranging up to $5,000 per gram. He was going to meet the Belgian American's relatives at an Italian restaurant in Orlando, Florida, on the 33rd anniversary of the Apollo 11th moon landing.
Florida. Okay, it's all starting to make sense.
Yeah, July 20th, 2002. But it turned out that the Belgian mineralogist contacted the FBI, who took over his end of the deal as the American relatives and then trapped Roberts in a sting operation.
What a fucking snitch.
Yeah. At the site, Orb, or Thad, and his 2 partners were
Oh.
arrested, and the moon rock successfully recovered in their nearby hotel room, according to the FBI report, although obviously nobody wanted to touch them. The 3 NASA interns entered guilty pleas. Roberts was sentenced to more than 8 years in prison for his role in the Moonrock caper, as well
What?
as well as
8?
as well as a separate offense of stealing dinosaur bones from a museum in Utah.
Oh my god, I think he had a problem. Free that man. Is he out now?
Well, while in jail, Roberts studied for a degree in physics, anthropology, and philosophy. Now 44, he's become a leading authority on the large-scale structure of the universe. He told the Daily Star that he's tired of talking about his youthful misdemeanors and instead wants to focus on his interpretation of an 11-dimensional geographical theory encompassing dark matter, dark energy, wave particle duality, quantum tunneling, gravity, early universe inflation, and Heisenberg's uncertainty principle. To which the Daily Star probably replied, "Can we see your lass's tits?"
Ooh, oh, Daily Star. Daily Star.
So yeah, he says like that he doesn't want to talk about this anymore, but he certainly does a lot of the he does a lot of talking about it.
He's like, please, please, all that's behind
Yeah,
me. So, anyways, it was fantastic.
yeah. So
Wheelbarrow of moon rocks on the bed. Me.
um I mean,
Is
he
that real?
yeah, all of this is real.
It
Yep.
wasn't published like April 1st,
No, no,
2001.
all of this is this is
What
true.
the fuck?
Um,
I
and
need
it
to see him.
oh, I can show you a picture of him.
Oh, please do, please
Here
do.
you
Okay.
go. So
Thad
this
Roberts.
gentleman approaches you and says, "Hey, I'll take you to the moon."
1 second. Oh, but that's him later. That's him now. I would say yes. Kind of looks like Messi.
I suppose a little bit, yeah. So
Oh my god, that is iconic. We've got to put his picture up as the Patreon thumbnail.
Soft.
Like
He was asked what it was like to possess the moon rocks and if it would the
to possess
experience
the moon
was worth the
rocks.
consequences, and he said
Thanos.
and he replied back that time is the most valuable asset of the human experience. I, like many others, am filled with awe when I reflect upon how those rocks demonstrate humanity's limitless potential, or when I ponder the romantic expression they poetically embody. But that awe
Ooh.
does not live within those rocks. It belongs to all of us. From experience, I can say there are more appropriate and more productive ways to come face to face with our magnificent insignificance than stealing a piece of the moon. You can ponder the vast reaches of space and time as you peer through a telescope at Orion's Great Nebula, or you can simply breathe in the experience of being in love. Whatever you do, don't repeat my mistakes. Which is all well and good, but all we want to know is if it was scratchy.
I want to know if they stayed together after he was put in the slammer.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I think it seems like they did not.
You know what? I like what he did with his time behind bars. And
He
I
certainly put
like
it
this
to
man.
he certainly put it to good use.
Yeah, I like this man. He may have done wrong, very wrong, but he made for a great boner episode. And he embodied the boner of the boner episode. So I do have to thank him for that.
Hmm. Um,
Yes.
oh, I have just come across some more information. Oh,
Ew.
Jesus.
What?
Okay. So, Thad Roberts was 25 at the time,
Mm-hmm.
and he'd been studying a triple major in physics, geology, and anthropology. Gained admission to NASA's prestigious co-op program for aspiring astronauts. He was a little rebellious. He did even sneak into the space shuttle simulator, easy to say when you're drunk,
Ooh.
to see what it was like. But apparently his biggest weakness was love, according to medium.com. You see, there was another intern of this summer program, and that was the aforementioned Tiffany Fowler. And I have uncovered a picture of her right here.
Oh, Tiffany. We all would have done it for Tiffany, wouldn't we?
She's not bad looking.
I would
Would you go to
steal.
jail for 8 years for her? No, don't chill.
Yes. Well,
Thad, though, was a married man with a wife back home in Utah.
yeah, but the pull of the lunar rocks,
Yeah,
it overrides everything
yeah.
that came before it. And I can see how the excitement of the lunar rocks in a motel and your friend on standby. What the fuck is this story? I
So
love it so much. I
here's
really
here's
do.
a little bit from a Q&A as well. So he wanted to show that Tiffany he could steal the moon for her love, and that's exactly what he did. So here's how he described the act during a Q&A. So I take some of the moon rocks and I put them underneath the blanket in the bed, recalled Roberts. You have sex on the moon rocks? Roker asks. Yeah. Never said anything, but I'm sure she could feel it. She never said anything directly either, but it was more about the symbol of what we were doing. We were basically having sex on the moon.
Wait a minute. He stealth moon rocked her.
Well, that's what it seems to be saying. But at the same time,
What?
they also stole them together.
Oh, he's trying to protect her.
No, he's not.
Yeah.
I
He's
don't
like, oh,
know.
she didn't know. I just snuck them under the motel duvet. And
By the
We
way,
went to town.
after we lugged this giant safe home and broke it open with a saw in a Motel 6, then I just, she had no idea what was going on, obviously.
You can't imprison Tiffany. That's just wrong.
By the way, is it uncomfortable to have sex on top of moon rocks? Roka asked. Yeah, it's more uncomfortable than not, replied Roberts. But it wasn't about comfort at that point. It was about the expression. And no one had ever had sex on the moon before, so I think we can safely say that. Roberts said.
He's a regular Lord Byron Roberts, isn't he?
So Thad was given 1,000 months in prison, and the girls, because the accomplice was also a girl, were both given probation.
Oh, thank
as well.
God.
So Tiffany
That
and
diva should not be sent to prison. It's just wrong.
however, I did find her on a list of worst interns of all time.
I think you mean best, Chris.
Depends what side of the coin you're looking at it from.
Is it a crime to
Is it a
lay on a
crime
bed?
is it a crime to love atop of moon rocks?
Exactly. Is it a crime to express your love upon moon rocks?
Well,
I don't think so.
if it is, I don't want to live in this world anymore.
If it's wrong, I don't want to be right.
And with that, thank you for listening to this literal boner episode of Dystopian Simulation Radio. And if you want to have sex atop moon rocks, let us know how it goes. Just, I guess,
knee pads.
Yeah. What have we come to?
Well, we did start off with a Bigfoot porn, so isn't
that's
that
it.
bad?
That's it. I'm hitting the button. I'm hitting the button. Goodbye.
Bye.
Stop laughing. This is serious. Having sex on moon rock.
The moon.
Watching
ouch, my knees hurt. We're on the moon, but not really on the moon. We're in the Premier Inn. Ouch. Ew!